can people find out what different kinds of fears they have?
How can people find out what different kind of the fears they have?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think everyone knows what is disturbing them inside. And if you are finding it difficult, just close your eyes, ask yourself, and take the first answer, whatever you get. But I think whatever I have discussed, experienced, found, that mostly everyone knows that what fear they have. And there is another fear, unknown fear, that you fear without any reason. Okay, but that also comes from childhood. Either it comes from the previous life or it comes from the childhood. That your childhood was disturbed, your parents started beating you, you were second, third or fourth child in the family and were unwanted. And then these possibilities exist that you get an unknown fear. Okay, and that unknown fear is called a trauma, and it comes from lack of trust. If you want to see whether you have got unknown fear or not, see whether you are able to trust your near one and dear one or not. Number one, whether you are able to trust someone you don't know. Like, I will give you an example. I went to Vienna, and one of my disciples was with me. Florian is his name. He was with me. And somebody was supposed to pick me up. We were together. I and Florian was together. Usually Florian picks me wherever I go. But since he was with me, it was not possible for him to pick up. So somebody was supposed to pick us up. And then when we got down, we could not find him. My phone was not working because it doesn't work. I think you know about it. His phone was also not working. And then I said, okay, can we call him? Can we call the person who is supposed to pick us up? He said, it is not India, it is Vienna. Nobody will lend their phone to you. I said, okay, I have trust that this shopkeeper can help us. And I went to shopkeeper and told him very simply, that somebody was supposed to pick me up, but I am not finding him. My phone is not working. Can I use yours? And he says, okay, and he gave his phone to me. And then my disciple, Florian, is giving his iPhone to that person as a guarantee, as a surety that, okay, he is using your phone, you take mine, will not. And he says, no, I trust him. See, he is totally unknown to me. He is a shopkeeper in some train stations close by. I don't know him at all. But my inner feeling that he will trust me. And if I have my inner feeling that he will trust me, I have seen always that everyone trusts me. And it is because I trust everyone. So this mistrust is also because of the fear. So if you want to test yourself whether you have fear or not, then you can start testing the person present close by you and trust him totally. If you are able to trust him totally, there is no fear in you. And if you are not able to trust him totally, then please know that there is a fear, and then you try to find what kind of fear. Has it come from childhood? Is it a childhood trauma? Were you beaten as a child? Were your parents fighting when you were a child? There were some adverse discussions when you were a child? Or were you abused when you were a child? It's not the question of child abuse. The problem of this world is exploitation. Every capable person wants to exploit a person who is not capable. And children are not capable at that time. So children are very much vulnerable to be exploited. And therefore, because of this exploitation, a fear takes place in you, and you have to get rid of that fear only by spiritual development. There is no other way. Okay, so when spiritual development start taking place, one by one, whatever the fear you have, they start coming on surface, and when they come on surface, you can remove them one by one, and then you start becoming a perfect human being once again. Thank you, and I think that answers the question.